So, you're playing an iconic villain. You're looking at the 1994 version, but you want to make it new. How do you go about making this character different?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, the real thing is that, first of all, I guess that the first 1994 version was incredible. It's just an amazing animation and brilliantly played character by Jeremy Irons. So the first thing is I felt really lucky and really honoured to be asked to investigate the character at all, and just to sort of be part of a kind of reimagining of the Lion King, and with this all of this sort of technical wizardry that was going to happen, and this really authentic, real feeling kind of moment that it is. And so I think for me, it's sort of matching what these new visuals are to the character, because the visuals are so different, so the character kind of needs to adjust in some way to that.
Comes out of the 2D realm and sort of gets really photorealistic, doesn't it?
Exactly, yeah. So for me, it was just really uncovering the psychological journey of Scar, and to really kind of see if I could unpick what makes him him.
What does make him him?
Well, it's this obsession. He has an obsession with power and with status. Status almost more than power, actually, even though the two are obviously interlinked.
Yeah.
And that is kind of driving him, insane. He just can't sleep, basically. Yeah. Every waking moment is spent, dealing with his obsession, with his real need to be taken seriously.
Yeah. I have a brother, so I naturally can relate to
you got it, yeah.
Because it's like, my brother was his favorite, even my mum will never admit it. But
right.
It's like, you do want to be seen in the same light. You want that respect, you want that passion. It's like, when I was watching you on screen, it was like, it felt very different in the sense where I had sympathy for Scar now. And it was like, maybe I do want him to take power. Maybe I do want him to like overthrow Mufasa. So like, I love what you bring to it.
Oh, right, yeah. I was just going for empathy. I wasn't going for sympathy.
I was backing you the whole time. I was like, yeah, catch that. But no, like, I loved your take on it. It was really good. Leading on from that, actually, when you done Be Prepared, it didn't really sound like a song. Like, it didn't sound sung. It sounded more like a rap. And when you said Murky, it reminded me of Stormzy. Did he inspire you in any way?
I didn't know where you were going with that. But
I went somewhere with that.
Yeah,
I'll bring it back. Yeah.
Stormzy. I didn't see it going there. He didn't inspire me, even though I love Stormzy. But he didn't inspire. I don't think so. Maybe subconsciously.
Yeah.
But I wasn't consciously thinking of Stormzy.
Could we see a collaboration?
Of course, anytime.
Yeah. What's your favorite Stormzy song?
I don't know, you're gonna put me on the spot.
Yeah.
No, I enjoy his music.
Yeah. I enjoy his music too. So obviously, in this film, you are the villain. A lot of the characters are good guys. So when you're on set, do you sit away from them? Do you sit with them? What's it like?
Well, luckily in this, there was very little of that, kind of one-on-one. There was a little bit, because I did some work with Donald, like one-on-one, and with Florence as well, which was great, but in both instances. But most of it was just on my own, but ordinarily, I think it varies really. Yeah. It depends on what if you're in another kind of thing, just like it depends on whether you're just kind of what space you're in, and whether you're trying to get into the zone of something, and then that might mean that you just go off on your own or do something else.
So you weren't isolating yourself or anything like that?
Not on purpose, no.
Not on purpose. No. Okay. But you were trying to get into the physicality of Scar.
I was trying to get into the psychology, just to try and understand where he was coming from. Yeah.
Okay. Did you have a partner in crime on set?
Not really. I mean, most of what I was doing was just on my own in the booth. But I guess my partner can't be John Favreau. Yeah. That he's just very open to just that constant collaborative spirit, and that just a dialogue, and so you're just sort of trying to work together to find this character, to find this how the beats of the story work within that framework, within the character's framework.
And you found the beats very well, if I may say so.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed your portrayal of Scar.
Thank you.
So now, we're gonna move on to the game. Okay, so the first one we have is Hungry Harry 99. I'm pretty sure someone is stealing my lunch from the fridge at work. How do I stop the thief?
I don't know. I mean, how do you? How is he pretty sure? Either he knows that somebody's stealing. Either it's there or it's not. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, all right.
I'm pretty sure somebody's.
So your best friend Brendan, you have an egg sandwich. Your best friend Brendan, every time you have an egg sandwich, his breath stinks like it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know it's Brendan. How do you stop him?
That's always a tricky one. You might have to have a word. You might have to have a word in your best Scar voice with Brendan.
Go ahead, give me it.
I'm not setting this up. I don't know where it's gonna go. That's on your own. You and Brendan gotta go figure that out.
Okay. Next one. Accidental Insomniac says, my partner's snoring is keeping me awake. How can I get some sleep?
Well, I mean, there's various things that you can try.
Okay.
You know.
How would you help accidental insomniac?
Well, it depends on whether the partner wants this kind of help. We're very far away from the Lion King, aren't we?
Listen, Scar's giving us advice. We're listening. We're listening.
This is as far from the Lion King as I could have imagined going today. Well, aren't there are products on the market for exactly this kind of thing. This is really there's really serious advice here. There's snoring straps and all of this tubular stuff. But also, partner needs to make sure that they don't have any issues, sleep apnea.
See, Scar is so loving. He's like an agony aunt and a health expert.
Yeah, apparently that's what.
This is different. I was not expecting this. Okay. Chad212. What's the best way to get someone to do all of my homework?
What is the best way?
What would Scar do?
How would Scar get somebody to do their homework? I don't know. I don't think Scar does homework.
I think he does a little homework, with stampedes and symbols.
No. I mean, he'll do the stampedes, but I don't think he's that worried about that. I think Scar is. If anything, Scar would be so sort of Machiavellian. He would be plotting away some sort of evil plan whilst doing his homework. So maybe that's the best thing to do. I think he should do his homework.
You think he should do the homework himself? Okay. So Chiwetel, thank you for giving us evil life advice for Scar, which turned out to be really good apparently.
Yeah.
Thank you. Worries. Have a nice day.
And you.